In 2019, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made headlines as he sold his 4 championship rings, his 3 MVP trophies, and then a good bit of other memorabilia. The cost of all that? $2.8 million. That's a pretty penny. But here's the cool part of the story. Kareem did not keep that cash for himself. He dedicated it to a youth education program. As he began to reflect on his decision, he said, when it comes to choosing between storing a championship ring or a trophy in a room, or providing kids with the opportunity to change their lives, the choice is pretty simple: sell it all. Man, I'm Justin Winstead, the Improver Coach, and I want to talk to you on this video not about selling everything you have, even though that might be something that you are feeling compelled to do, is to sell it and then donate. But the real heart behind today's video is developing a mindset of serving others, of prioritizing what really matters in life, in business. Are we focusing on rings and trophies that just sit on a shelf and maybe make us feel good, but maybe are just there? Or are we focused on things that actually can alter the trajectory of someone else's life? We are called, and we should find more fulfillment and purpose by looking out for a fellow man. You know, I think back to middle school when I first learned of a word, esteem. I remember learning about this in the context of self-esteem. I think this was in one of our health classes where we were discussing puberty changes and things like this. And they were telling us that we would battle depression and all these different things and to work on our self-esteem. So I took their advice. It felt like an enlightenment moment for me. It was somebody that their youth group had shared a scripture with them out of Philippians 2 that says we should esteem others as more highly than ourselves. I thought, well, that's really odd. I thought esteem was just about us, but this said to esteem others as more highly than you. What I began to realize is that the more I focused on me, the more I struggled with my self-esteem, with my inner peace, with my security, with these feelings of confidence and healthiness. But when I began to serve others and I began to encourage and just be friendly to people and actually try to esteem them as more highly than me, I began to humble myself. That actually is where my self-esteem began to grow. So I'm not here to say self-esteem is a bad thing, but I'm here to say if you're focused on self, that's just going to lead you to a bad place, and that you need to look towards serving others. You can't just focus on you. One of my all-time favorite movie scenes comes from a movie about Winston Churchill called The Darkest Hour. And he's being played, Winston is, by Gary Oldman. And the setting, of course, is during the early days of World War II. And this is right before Winston is really becoming Prime Minister of England. He's getting ready for the day, and his wife goes along and she's trying to encourage him because he's kind of fretting about what he's going to say and what he's going to do and all of this. She tries to inspire him, and here's what she says. She says, just go be yourself. And Winston's looking at this wall of hats that are different styles and colors and shapes. And he says, that's the question. Which self shall I be today? That's essentially what he says there. The idea being that as he's looking at all these hats, he's choosing what does he want his identity to be for that day? Which hat is he going to wear? My encouragement to you today is to wear hats of service. Put on a hat that says, my day is not going to be about me. And I think there's different hats of service that you can wear. And so you can wear the hat of being a giver, where you are sharing of your resources, like maybe just your time, your energy, your talents. You're volunteering for a cause. Maybe you're financially well off. You're able to share of your financial resources. Maybe you've got some tool or some other asset that you can give and or share with others. That's the way to serve. Another hat that you might put on would be is taking some time to mentor someone, to speak life into their life, to share some advice and some wisdom with them that might be helpful for them on their journey. I love the John Maxwell quote that says, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. It's so good. Well, that's really what you do when you're a mentor. You're saying, hey, I know the right way to go. I've gone that way and am going that way, and I can help show you along the way. And what a great way of serving others. Another thing that you can do is you can just be a friend. Going and being friendly to people, yes, in the general kind of superficial sense is good. But what I really mean is being that dedicated friend, is looking for opportunities to go to above and beyond to show your commitment to the relationship, to the friendship. How can you lift them up? How can you make their day? What is it that you can do for them as a way of serving them that lets them know that you're a dedicated friend? Perhaps you're someone who knows a lot. You've got a lot of facts, and this kind of is like mentoring, but being an insightful advisor is another way, and that's different than a mentor, because really on an advisor side, you're offering some expertise. You're sharing some knowledge with people, and people need that. Yes, we have the internet, we've got AI, things are right at the click of a mouse, the type of a keyboard. But here's the thing, people have a hard time filtering through the jargon that is online. People have a hard time navigating through too much data, and you might be an advisor who has knowledge in a specific field that is very insightful, that you could offer that to someone else. One last thing that you could do is you could just partner up with somebody on their endeavor. You could collaborate with them. You can join arms and say, how can I help build alongside this with you? These are all different hats that you can wear. The hat of being a giver, the hat of being a mentor, an advisor, a friend, a partner. You've got your own hats too. These are just hats that I happen to like, but what are the hats that you would like to wear? The key is just to put on a hat that says, you know what, my identity today is going to be found in serving others. Zig Ziglar said you can have everything in life you want if you just help other people get what they want. And that's really the point here. Go out and serve people, and the thing you're looking for, that certain amount of peace, purpose, satisfaction, you're likely to find along the way as well. If we can help you navigate your journey by being an advisor, a mentor, a coach to you, we love to do that here at the Improver Group. Give me a shout, comment below, send me a message, find us online at improvergroup.com and let us know how we can serve you. Improvers, stay good, keep getting better.